It'll be like, hey, you're live. So bear with me momentarily while I wait for this to catch up. Here we go. Back to Twitch. There's no sound yet because I'm not over the game. Okay, make sure we sound good. There's no sound yet because I'm... Okay. We are good. Back to the Bastion. That sounded kind of loud. I hope that... Oh, well. Crash me right out, baby.
Crash?
Yeah. I guess I tabbed out and tabbed back in too much. Yeah, I am dual screening. It's just like I have to alt tab to get out of the window.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go. I do want to give Transistor another shot later on, but there it goes. Easy peasy. I don't remember how close I am to the end of
the kid's gonna be okay. As for that man, who knows?
All my shrines are on. Harm on physical contact. I'll do that one. Foes shall strike with greater ferocity. Vengeance in the throes of defeat. I'll do that one. Induce sloth. No, what do you mean that'll slow me? Quick move, quick strike. Reflect attacks on a whim. A lot of upgradable things. But I can't upgrade much. Do a challenge real quick just to make sure I'm back on tip-top shape.
We've all got stories worth telling. Kid ain't the only one.
Okay. I'll do this one real quick to make sure. Into effect here.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the tasseled terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Zealandia. Folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him. To take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. Lost my train of thought there. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall will fall. Gonna build that city on build that city. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong.
Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip, told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals.
Build that wall up to the sky. But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Return to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
There be for too long.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill.
And deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand. The door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Still beating you with all this shrine thing. Alright, I think I'm ready to continue. Yeah, the music is so good. Like, Bastion is so... Oof. Yeah, that's the best description.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zulf, it'll all be over.
Okay, where was I? Oh, I didn't do the rocket launcher mission. I should probably put windowed mode on so I don't like... Oh, mic is a bit quiet. I haven't played Hades yet, but that's on my list. The only 2 out of the 4 Supergiant games that I've played is Transistor and Bastion. And I just love them. I love them both. Actually, let me come back to the Bastion. I don't remember what I was doing, but I remember somebody just destroying me. Let me turn all these off. Just want to make sure I'm audible. Is that a bit better? Tazzle terminals. I don't think I tried this one yet. I think I got this in the last mission. I think it might be easy.
The Ura probably didn't know they were being watched from Manser Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about.
Something. Getting the whole setup going is not the easiest.
Only trouble was something about the place drove the windbags crazy. If a thing like that takes getting used to, gotta point on the right direction. Whatever gets in her way is in a world of hurt, but she ain't the fastest thing. Best stand well clear of that impact. When the windbags caused enough trouble, the Mansers conducted their most secretive research far east of the city.
Okay. Wait, do I keep going after this? I guess I'm
You could cause a lot of collateral damage without being careful. Crowded it gets, the more trouble you can cause with a single shot.
Please.
designed to be fine-tuned. Just need the proper parts. Not a good idea to drop that thing.
Yeah, let me leave. I need some more upgrades for this. Thank you for stopping in. Stream Hades from time to time? Yeah, I'll check it out. Because I am curious. I love Supergiant games and stuff. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, back to the Bastion. There we go. But yeah, thank you. Okay, I get it. I need upgrades. Thanks for telling me that.
The Tazzle terminals. All that's left of the Ura civilization. And the last stop on his little journey.
Oh yeah, that's what I need to do too. Hold on, let me full screen this. There you go. So it kept like letting me slide off of this after I turned it off to full screen. Once I enter this area, there's no turning back. Oh, this is the finale. It sucks that I don't have enough. Yeah, I'll give you a follow back though.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
Ah.
But he'll be all right. The calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all.
Which way do you want me to go? I want to go the opposite.
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
Nothing over here.
You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the calamity.
Figured that would like fall or something.
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
That's a new game plus it, huh? Nintendo Switch Online. Same deal.
You know what's funny? Well, Zolf's waiting. much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this.
Okay.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. Disease the Earth planet here will go away.
Nope. Please don't click off. Oh no, it closed. Well, now maybe I can, let's see. I assume this is the final level here. Super giant. There we go. Continue. Maybe I can pick better weaponry for this one now. I do like the carbine a lot, though. Carbine's pretty dope. Oh, my ability's kind of bad, too. Who's that one that's a salvo? Yeah, scrap salvo. That's a musket. Alright, let me get the musket. Definitely take that one. No, final warning is the one. It's not good as a warning, but it works well with everything else. Into it we go.
No telling where the kid is now.
Let's get him.
But he'll be alright.
That's great. Accuracy.
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. No chance anything survived. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. what's funny? Zolf's waiting. Here waiting. All we can do is sit and talk. For a kid.
Make sure they get down.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? What is he? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Arab planet here will go away.
There we go. Glass everything.
Zealandia will be whole again.
Ooh. Please, let me back in. No. Okay, the thing is, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna stop this one. I'm gonna change the output here. I'll go to PC screen only. There we go. So that way it won't keep alt-tabbing me. What was that? Bzz-bzz-bin? No, that's fine. Fine. Wow, I jumped up to 48 followers. Nice. We have 48. We're real close. Eating some cereal. Let me get this album back. For the final one. Oh, I still got it. Nice. I'm glad it remembers what I was doing. Yeah, now it won't like alt tab me. Just 2 more.
No telling where the kid is now.
Perfect.
but he'll be alright. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tassel terminals hardest of all. No chance anything survived. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Okay, good.
You know what's funny? All we can do is sit and talk. Well, all of us are waiting for a kid.
No. Okay, good. Got rid of him.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Got him. The poison is so good. Tried to counter and dodge at the same time. That really killed me. There we go.
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. There's something I want you to understand.
Make it all real.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away.
Okay.
Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be alright.
Y'all really pushing me here.
Problem is, we'll all be gone. But we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
This game's music is really good. Live the 7th was correct in saying that. Or Alive the 7th.
Things will go back to the way they used to be. whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity, the way things were before this story.
They wait till the last level to give me the ability to jump. That's the place of my rolling.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. Setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him. You follow me?
Well, there's a hole right there, and I can't see it because of the snow. Everything's falling, everything's falling, everything's falling.
No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done.
Ooh, it's falling apart.
You could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well,
Give me that. Can I go down here? Oh, thank you. Another health tonic. I need that.
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Bless you.
Guys. Who am I kidding?
That plus 2 max health definitely helps.
Look, there's something else. A confession.
Yo, that was not nice. Tricking me like that.
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Hell, Ruck.
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point.
Very true.
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it.
Gotta try and land on as many of these as possible. Probably give me something sweet.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
I'm going to die. Damn it. Never mind. Thank you. Gave me a nice health boost when I explored. So hard. Yeah.
The answer is
All missing.
I don't know.
Do 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 do.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
I do, Rux. Zia, y'all cool. So not so much, but I understand why he did what he did.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
What's over here? Y'all gonna fight me? No. Might as well take this. Y'all ain't gonna. Look at this. Oh, it's what is that bull? The bull deity's name? Yeah, it's not active. Oh, a battering ram?
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
One shot him? Oh, yes.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
Defend with it. I can't jump. So I assume I can, like.
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't
Yeah.
repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Everything. It's just one shot, though. No, I'm not gonna go yet. No. Don't point me away. Y'all give me this whole
Heavy,
battering.
ain't it?
just amazing.
You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Get out of here. Anyone else want some? Destroy all your stuff.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia.
Take it away.
Every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. This ain't a personal matter. It's such a shame. That's life. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. For sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
No, he's not. They're not happy at all. But do I hurt? No. Are they beating up Zolf? Choose. Move on. Abandon Zol's body and press forward with the battering ram. Zol's situation is hopeless and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is the safe return of the shard. Or I can take Zolf. Abandon the battering ram and pick up Zol's body instead. Zolf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as the situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion, and yet I'll bring Zolf with me. Come on, buddy.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, then Zolf in the other. ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
You better be thankful, Zol.
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
They still trying to kill me.
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet
There's no way to survive this.
lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star.
Oh, they
You
let me go now.
left it
Okay.
burning for me, Mother.
Hey, no,
I'm
let me go.
here.
Oh, they beat him because he started shooting me.
Eyes open wide.
Please, no one else do that. I don't want to waste any
Your
more
heart and
potions.
it's glowing.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
I'm welcome home.
He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
That last one just started opening fire, then his ally just killed him like that. He's helping him.
Hey, kid.
No, let me get up.
Get up, kid.
I'm in bad shape.
Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished.
Bastion is whole.
Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
I gotta talk to Zia.
You made it.
Oh, everybody.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity. Not before.
I can either choose to restore the world to before the calamity happened, or I can evacuate, staying on the Bastion and disabling the restoration process. You're really giving me these hard choices. I'll restore the world. There's a lot of wrongs done because of both sides, I guess.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon.
So that was I don't remember what I picked the first time I beat this
No
game.
matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Maybe we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Zealandia, we're coming home.
I set myself, fly the wind, it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, climb to make it wait for me. I'm coming
the other ending? Yeah. New Game Plus is great. I'm glad I unlocked New Game Plus. Well, we'll pick it up and I'll do it again. I'll do the evacuation ending. I'll choose different weapons. I'll go with the sail hammer. And we'll hit the dual pistols as my second weapon. I always like to go melee and ranged, not just one or the other. Stunning wallop. I'll go with stunning wallop.
A pair of slinger pistols is just the ticket if a hammer's too slow.
Gunslinger. Of course, let's do that. Let's do that again. You know, it's not gonna matter halfway through when I get to battering ram, but and this time we'll leave.
No telling where the kid is now. But he'll be all right.
Sorry about the obscene amount of putting pistols.
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all.
You really just try and like...
No chance anything survived. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity.
Oh yeah, that hammer.
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? All we can do is sit and talk. All of us are waiting for a kid.
Yeah, the pistol is like probably the weakest weapon, including like the Fang repeater, which is the first one you get. Probably because there's two of them, and they're much faster, and you can move when you're
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. What happens to Zolf will no longer matter. Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna leave Zolf's body behind this time.
Problem is, we'll all be gone.
I want to stay with Zia and Rux. Oh, y'all.
But we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right? You be your old self again. Follow me. Setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well,
Give me that health pot, though.
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Tingais, Razosado.
Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession.
Can't just rapidly press it. I gotta wait from that.
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Built the thing.
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. We can't test it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play a new game close to this. Just on my own time, because it's already
So
streamed
you're
on
probably
YouTube.
wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
Got it.
The answer is I don't know.
Yeah. You make something to send time backwards, you can't really test it. Because it reverted everything.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores and we'd take off away from here.
Gotta make it.
Heavy, ain't it? Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever.
Just moving forward.
But then again, that way all of us could leave the city together. You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Get crushed.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia.
That is a big command.
Let me go.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. sure. Vera can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna move on.
Kid saves Zolf once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't.
So now I can see how this ends and keep the background there for the next playthrough. Hopefully. I don't know if I can or not.
Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you? Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid.
Kids, get up. That ain't.
Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it.
Okay, now I'm gonna go the route where we all
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
Doom, boom, boom, boom.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
You made it.
Yes, sir.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You could save all those creatures here and now.
I already chose the ending where I store everything. And now we'll go with the evacuation.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I set myself, fly the wind, it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, cloud to make it wait for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you make it strong for me, brother. I'm here.
This game is old, but it's so good. Oh, he's a brother. Cool. Yeah. He's the main narrator. And he also plays Hades beside Achilles, Charon. And I assume Hades in the game of Hades. That's another Supergiant Games team. Why'd they put sales analyst manager in twice? And it's both the same dude, Dean Purse. Yeah, this is definitely, top. It's definitely pushing top 5. I had to sit there and think about it. Both the Supergiant games I played are, top 10, top 15 at worst. Playing an ocarina for the cat villager. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I clap for her and she's all jealous. You see her?
Yeah. That's cute. That's really cute. Big on. You know, like people. Oh wait, no, not that. Look at their actual profile. Sorry, noisy boy. Alright, well I guess I'll end it right here. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this one. I unfortunately have work soon, or in the morning. Can't go for long. I'm glad you were here to hang out with me on this, the end of Bastion here. I'll edit it out on YouTube and put it together in a playlist. Because I think my first part is tied in with Overwatch, but I was playing that as well. I forgot to stop the stream halfway through. So I'll have to, cut it in the middle. Maybe I can just do a super cut and then also upload all three. I'll think about it. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching me and joining me on this beautiful game of Bastion. I'm definitely going to be playing New Game Plus on my own time. Thanks again. Goodbye. That was really loud in my ear, so I had to stop that first. Now, goodbye. Oh, oops. Adam. No. Okay, let me go to my actual Twitch. I'll give a follow back for giving me the 48. Living the Alright. Bye-bye, everyone.